Hey folks, and welcome back to Skyrim. I am Picklesovs Gaming, and we are going to go to Windhelm. Last time we talked to the Jarl of Whiterun about, the rumors that Ulfric is going to attack, and he was like, hey, give him my axe, and we will find out if he's serious, even though we're pretty certain he is. So, let us go carriage to Windhelm. And do we have anything? No, our weight's pretty low, so I feel pretty comfortable. I forget if we bought the house. I guess anyone's guess is as good as mine. So let's just swing by Breeze Home and see if we have bought the house. And I'd like to drop off the ebony claw and the butterflies in the basket or torch bug or whatever. I think we did. Okay, sweet. Sweet. It'd also be helpful at this point to okay. Empty out Lydia's inventory.
Lead the way.
Well, I don't actually want you to come with me. I'm just. You sound so excited. I'm gonna take all of this stuff. You can live with everything that you have currently.
I'll head back home if you need me.
Okay. Follower leaves your service, and we are going to put in here all the arrows. So basically everything that she would have. So the sword, the bow, all the arrows. And also, was it? I'm pretty sure it was all of that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all that. Oh, and the boots. Actually, I put 2 boots in there. Let's pull one more out, and I think that's all that Lydia was actually using. Other than that, butterfly in the jar, all of the bones and scales, ebony claw. Goat horns actually will be kind of useful later on. I won't tell you why. You'll see. The sapphire claw, we've done that one as well. That was in Iverstead, so we're gonna put that one in too. Cool. All right. I think we are good there. It might be worth now to. Oh, and we'll put that one in there too. It might be worth sleeping till morning, about 11 hours, and then we'll go sell a lot of our stuff here. All right, let's go sell all of our things. Let's actually go ahead and talk to, well, if she's here. Hello? I don't think we have any ore. Nope. And oh, there she is. She's coming. One moment. We can see if we have anything to upgrade. We do not. I don't think. Nope. Well, I think we just simply don't have anything. And I want to keep the bear pelt. I destroyed all of them last time, and that was annoying. Yeah.
Greymane's got that honor. Man's steel is legendary.
I actually have one of his swords. Okay.
Have you met my father? He's the steward up at Dragon's Reach.
I have, and you might actually have something to tell me based on your father. Do you work at the forge all day?
Aye, that I do. I've got to, if I hope to be as good as Yorland Greymane someday. In fact, I just finished my best piece of work. It's a sword. I made it for the Jarl, Balgruuf the Greater. It's a surprise. I don't even know if he'll accept it, but... Listen, could you take the sword to my father, Proventus Avenici? He's the Jarl's steward. He'll know the right time to present it to him.
Oh, sure. I'll do it.
Thanks.
What can you tell me about Whiterun? Whiterun.
I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there, up on the tall hill. But you're probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary.
We'll be interested later. Do you need any help around the forge?
Yes, actually. How
Oh.
about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one. Go ahead.
Okay. I guess we'll sell later.
Inside the shop if you need.
And let's make an iron dagger.
Not too shabby. Apprentice level work, but solid. Keep at it. Got some.
Thanks. Here's an
Not
iron
bad,
dagger.
It's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and the grindstone over there.
Cool.
Until next time. Have you met my
I sharpened the iron dagger.
This looks good. You put time into your blades, they'll serve you well when you need them. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by tanning some leather on the rack.
Okay. Done. Here's the leather you wanted.
Ah, good. A lot of weapons and armor need leather for straps fitting, that kind of thing. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need.
Okay.
Right then. Need something?
Here's a hide helmet.
I should hire you to be my assistant at this rate. Let's improve the fit.
Okay.
Take this leather to the workbench over there.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
I've tempered the hide helmet.
You have talent. Keep working at this. You'll be a fine smith one day. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you will remember me when you're making Skyforge steel, huh?
Good grief. How low do you think of me, Adrian?
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Well, first I'm selling you the things that you let me keep. Stupid. Alright. Blump, 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 blump. Okay, that's
Don't
it.
forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
I'm alright. Oh, you know, where I hardly go is the Drunken Huntsman. I don't come here often. Enough. Oh, sorry about your pot.
Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
Why the name the Drunken Huntsman?
Yes, I hear that question often.
I'm sure.
My brother Honorius and I came up with it one night after consuming rather too much mead. After our drinks, we went out for a moonlight hunt. We got separated, and in his drunken state, my brother mistook me for a deer. He shot an arrow that pierced my, well, rump. After such a memorable adventure, we knew we had the name for our shop.
Amazing. Who should I talk to for work?
Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help.
Very true. Already been there. What do you have for sale?
An archer, eh? I've
No.
got just what you need.
Not necessarily, but you sell more than just archery equipment, I believe. Oh no, that's it. Okay. Goodbye.
Thank you very much for your business.
You're welcome. Hi,
Blade and
Janessa.
shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you.
Oh,
I know nothing of fear and nothing of remorse.
you're a mercenary.
I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life.
Wow.
Yes, I will take coin to fight at your side. After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it?
Okay, another time for
If
sure.
you change your mind, seek me out here.
I will have to remember you, because
Walk always in shadows. So
You
they
are
can see
fascinating.
foes before they see you.
very true. Alright. Okay. General store.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
Definitely not.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Everything. If I had a sister, I'd sell her in a second.
That is frightening. How's business?
Interesting, to say the least. What with all that's been going on, On the one hand, supplies are harder to come by since fewer traders are traveling the roads these days. But on the other, the scarcity of supplies has led to some, well, elevated prices.
Supply and demand, yep.
All that matters is that I have what you need, and it's worth every septim.
What brings a Breton to Skyrim?
Isn't it obvious? The wonderful weather and hospitable people, of course. Not to mention my great fondness for dragons and petty political power struggles. But without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions leveled at me on a regular basis.
Okay. What have you got for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
I suppose I was being very nosy there, but good grief. You didn't have to get mad. Alright, have some boots, some rings, some more rings. And then I suppose we could talk about the flawless diamond, which you can't afford. But you can afford everything else. How about some ingredients? Yeah? Okay.
Do come back.
I will, Bellathor. Don't be weird. Alright, I think we are, yeah, so we're under 100, which is usually good. So let's go on to Windhelm. I'm sorry, we've been here a little too long, honestly. I may cut parts of it, but we'll see. It's good to learn, stories from the people you're buying from and everything. So when I first meet someone, if I haven't asked the question already, I do like to ask the question, or ask questions. So we'll probably do that. You'll just have to bear with me.
I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go?
We are going to Windhelm.
Back and we'll be off.
All right.
Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest
Nope.
city in Skyrim by some accounts. They say the big old palace there was built by...
And welcome to Windhelm Stables, I suppose. We haven't reached Windhelm City yet. Hold. But we're basically here. Once we enter the door, no one seems mad.
You're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
Whoa.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies? You can't be serious.
Maybe we'll pay you a visit tonight, little spy. We got ways of finding out what you really are.
My goodness.
Do you hate the Dark Elves? Are you here to bully us and tell us to leave?
Definitely not.
You've come to the wrong city, then. Windhelm's a haven of prejudice and narrow thinking, unworthy of one such as you.
Looked like those Nords were giving you trouble.
Nothing new there. Most of the Nords living in Windhelm don't care much for us, but Rolf is the worst by far. He likes to get drunk and walk around the Grey Quarter yelling insults at us in the small hours of the morning. Oh, a real charmer, that one.
Ugh. Why would anyone think you're a spy?
Some of these Nords will come up with any excuse to despise us. And it isn't just the Dark Elves they hate. They make a target of the Argonians as well. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Safe travels.
That's another reason why we do not spend any time helping the Stormcloaks, because they are racist as all get out. Also, I'm an orc, so Valbara is immediately in their axe option. Alright, Palace of the Kings.
Balgruuf won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And
Come
what
on.
would you have me do?
Oh, there he is.
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long?
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land.
I think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message.
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking the
Jeez.
city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not,
The people are behind you.
many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their lands. The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people, impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. That's why you will be High King.
To an empty room.
But the day words are enough would be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly
That will never
retire from
happen.
the world where such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. And I can't speak to military experience and how that affects my decision making. But I just don't like them.
Yes? Make it quick. I'm a busy man.
They said you shouted the king to death.
Though not entirely false either.
Uh,
Any Nord can learn the way of the voice by studying with the Greybeards, given enough ambition and dedication. My shouting Torg to the ground proved he had neither. However, it was my sword piercing his heart that killed him.
oof. How goes the war?
Damn Tullius. He's pocketed men in the rift. It's dangerous having Imperials skulking about on the southern border of East March.
How goes the war?
Tullius has camps in the Pale, entertaining thoughts of battle. The Empire still underestimates the force of our corps. It will be their undoing.
How goes the war?
The Empire's ravenous hunger for Skyrim silver makes them fierce. But rest assured, we'll win the Reach and wrest it from their greedy paws.
Why are you fighting this war?
We're fighting because we're done bleeding for an empire that won't bleed for us. Untold numbers of Nords died defending the Empire against the Dominion. And for what? Skyrim being sold to the Thalmor so the Emperor could keep his throne. We're fighting because our own Jarls, once strong, wise men, have become fearful and blind to the people's suffering. We're fighting because Skyrim needs heroes, and there's no one else but us.
Okay, why did you kill the High King?
I killed Torrik to prove our wretched condition. How is the High King supposed to be the defender of Skyrim if he can't even defend himself?
Some call you a murderer, and one of his widow doesn't she claim the throne. Some call you a murderer.
I challenged him in the traditional way, and he accepted. There were many witnesses. No murder was committed.
Okay.
True, he didn't stand a chance against me, but that was precisely the point. He was a puppet king of the Empire, not a high king of Skyrim. His father before him, perhaps, but not Torrik. He was too privileged and too foolish, more interested in entertaining his queen than ruling his country.
And what of his widow? Does she claim the throne?
Indeed, Elisif has become Jarl of Solitude. Historically and conveniently home of the High King, backed by Imperial interests. But the Moot has not yet met to name her High Queen. And they won't. Not as long as I have any say in it.
Do you desire to be High King?
There hasn't been a true High King in Skyrim for generations.
Oh man, that resonates too deeply.
Emphatic nods by milk-drinking Jarls.
I've heard that before.
It's time we had a real High King. One of our own making.
All the more reason for me not to back you. How did you become Jarl of Eastmarch?
My father, the Great Bear of Eastmarch, died during my imprisonment after the Markarth incident. I, his only son, forced to deliver his eulogy via letter I had smuggled out of prison. Such is the love of Titus meat for his subjects. When finally set free, I returned to Windhelm and was greeted by a city in mourning. At one with my own grief and anger, clamoring in angry voices, calling out for justice, for war. They sat me on the throne of Ysgramor, the throne of my father. I only hope I can prove worthy of that honor.
How goes the war?
I'm not sure why Tullius is wasting his time trying to take Winterhold from us. But if he wants to throw his men away, I'll gladly accept that gift.
How goes the war?
The Imperials have already dug into Whiterun. We're wrested from them soon enough. We must. Its central position is key.
About Whiterun.
Is that so? I've been wondering when he'd come around. Oh, what's this? You're quite brave to carry such a message.
Yeah.
It's a pity you've chosen the wrong side.
Not true.
Return this axe to the man who sent it, and tell him he should prepare to entertain visitors. I expect a great deal of excitement in the city of Whiterun in the near future.
You killed the High King. Why make war on your own people?
I have shown the people that when our Jarls drink the Empire's milk, it makes us weak. I must now show them the path that will lead us back to our strength. There is no progress without sacrifice, no wheat without threshing the chaff. The Empire and the Jarls who back them must be swept away. The people demand it. I demand it.
We'll be seeing you soon.
Sooner than you think.
Oh, we're ready. Alright. Well, we are going to head back to Whiterun, and I think the comment of sooner than you think will also be when we return to Whiterun. But we are actually going to call it there. I'm going to keep running out the doors here. But I have been Picklesobs Gaming, and this has been Skyrim. And next time we will be on the way to Whiterun, and we'll return the axe, which is basically the Nord's way of saying, hey, let's get some battle going here. And then basically, I mean, as you can imagine, we'll probably be seeing some Stormcloaks show up. If you don't mind leaving a like and a subscribe, that'd be fantastic. And if you want to leave a comment as well, that'd be great as well. Take care. Said as well too many times.